what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rick.
This is Deb.
And this is Love, Marriage, Coffee, where love is what we
make,
marriage is what we
do,
and coffee is what we drink.
Baby.
Let's go. This ain't coffee in here, you know what I mean?
Don't tell nobody.
You know what I mean? Listen, we've been gone for a minute, man, but
we've been gone for a minute.
Yeah, thank you to all the fans that reached out to us and, you know, let them know that.
They're not fans.
Yeah, you're right. The supporters, my bad, that reached out to us to let us know that
we've been gone for too long.
Yeah, they miss us. We need to come back with some fire. But listen, we're gonna do something a lot different this time around. What we're gonna talk about today?
Yeah, we have a lot of fun things in store, right?
Oh yeah. It's a Netflix show that just came out. We really love it so far because it's something that we kind of in our wheelhouse. If you say,
it's about couples and how much we love marriage and couples and relationship, all that good stuff. And it's called Blue Therapy,
it's called
right?
Blue Therapy. It's on Netflix right now. I think they just wrapped on the first season. We literally just watched like the first episode, so we wanted to review that really quick. And then we'll review them as we go.
Baby, it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot of drama for one episode. It's trust issues. It's baby mama drama. It's a whole lot going on. So we want to unpack and discuss. So grab your coffee and let's get to it.
Let's get to it. All right, first things first, out the gate. We're going to talk about the couples. Let's talk about the very first couple that's on there.
And the very first couple is Jay and Daisy.
Jay and Daisy, bro. We gotta say this before we get started.
Yeah,
these
I know what you're gonna say.
Look really good.
They fine. They 90s fine. They just chocolate and fine and pretty and
some
smooth.
Beautiful black people, boy.
I feel so proud. They fine. But they from the UK.
They're from the UK, and you can immediately tell when for some reason in the States they don't use as many black people to do certain things. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But in UK, you notice it's different.
A lot of black couples.
A lot of black couples, a lot of interracial couples.
Yes.
And nobody has no issues with it.
Yeah. It's so fun to see. So we're excited to cover it. Let's see where this goes.
All right. So first couple the gate.
Out the gate with Jay and Daisy, right? So Jay and Daisy, they're a cute couple. So they sat down and first off the gate, their issue was pregnancy. So when they initially broke up, and when they broke up, she called him and told him that she was pregnant.
Yeah. And
because she was pregnant is kind of why they got back together. And he seems like he's kind of feeling a little salty about it because he's like, it just feels a little weird that, all of a sudden.
Homeboy was getting ready to run the streets.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo,
rip and run, baby.
Where did this chain come from all of a sudden? So his whole thing was like, hey, it felt as though I just got a new leash on life because we just left his girlfriend. New leash on
life, yeah.
And he was about to, run the streets. And he was like, all of a sudden she calls and then she basically wants him to like come back in her life and be the father in the life, which is understandable.
but it's not even like she wants him to. He said he's a family man. He's not going, leave his responsibilities. Big up to him for that. So once he got the call, he's like, I got to step up to the plate. So now they're in this relationship, and first off, I guess when they were at the hospital, a day after she had the baby, he left, and I guess he left for about 4 to 5 hours, and he got a tattoo.
Go get a tattoo.
And she was not happy about it.
Come on now. Because first thing I got to go back to, right? The tattoo thing. You know what I didn't get about the tattoo? They needed to show me what the tattue said. I don't know if it's going to show in the second episode or not.
So you think the tattoo matters?
It matters. What if he got a tattoo of the new baby, the newborn, or them as a family? You know what I mean? Or something has to do with that. I need some more context when it comes to that. I need to know why he put on his arm.
Because you're saying if he went to go get something of the family or the baby, then it matters. But if it's not, then that's a problem.
But if you just say, I'm still free, thug life. You know what I mean?
Like why you could have waited for that.
You know what I mean?
But you're right.
He missed the 4 hours and she was very upset about it. She just feels as though, he wasn't in touch with her and
because then when he asked what was so important about those 4 hours? She's like, it was your time to bond with me. And I guess because she's already not feeling sure about, the relationship, I guess she just wanted that security of him just staying there. I mean, if he left for a couple hours, I don't see the problem with it. However, I won't minimize because I'm not in the relationship. To me, it seems like there's something else going on.
I think so too.
Something else that's going on besides that, because she keeps saying he did me dirty, and I'm like, if that's the only thing that he did you dirty, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, because in hindsight, right now, he's probably looking back and being like, man, maybe I should have took this relationship a lot more serious, especially because now they're in therapy. That means that they want to work some things out, right?
And he said that. He said that he's willing to work things out, but I think she has some type of trust issues and she won't forgive him. So did he cheat, or is there something else that's going on? There's something else.
And again, we're watching the episodes one by one, so we don't.
If something else happened, we don't know yet.
So maybe at another session, they'll probably talk about a lot more things.
They'll unpack a little more,
Yeah, but so far, I like the couple. They look like a nice couple together.
It's funny because, we Jamaican, right? So at one point she said, we only hear this when you're Jamaican. She said, you left, and she said, well, I just pushed the baby out of my front.
That was hilarious. Because we're Jamaican, we know what that means.
We know what that means.
And it's just funny because I look at people from Canada, they basically just talk. It's a weird Jamaican / English. You
mean Canada? You mean UK?
UK.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Canada and the UK. It's kind of.
I don't know about the Canada, but I know for UK for sure.
They have the same accent, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But people from the UK, it's like they have this weird Jamaican / English.
Sometimes they talk more Jamaican than me.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's just weird to hear, but I love it though. I embrace it because I love to hear it, because with the English accent and then the Jamaican, it just sounds so dope. But yeah. But when she said that, I was cracking up. But I like them, y'all. So I want to see where they go from here, because he looks like he's willing to work on his family. And she seems like she's a little bit off about something. We don't know what that something is yet.
Yeah.
So that's all we got for Jay and Daisy. You got something else?
No, that's basically it. Hopefully they do work things out. And again, I guess the whole premise of the show is to see if therapy actually works with that situation.
In their relationship.
With the relationship and their situation that they're in.
Yeah, and see if
it can actually fix it. Yeah. So I'm very curious, because I remember we talked about some therapy stuff before.
Yeah.
And wanted to go that direction as well. So we're going to see how it goes.
Which the therapist did ask, if they didn't have the baby, would they have been together? And there was a long pause.
That's a very
long pause.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, because they were broken up and she called him because she was pregnant and he's trying to do the right thing. I don't like the trying to do the right thing by me type of relationships. That's why when my husband and I, when we got pregnant, his family would have probably preferred for us to get married, first before, we had a kid. But I didn't want also for me to be pregnant and then he's like, okay, let's get married. I want him to want to get married. I want him to want me, not for a kid, because that does not work. It doesn't last. So because they got back together, because she was pregnant and he's trying to do the right thing, I don't know if that makes for a long-term relationship. So that's
you're totally right. And maybe she feels that throughout the entire thing. We're not seeing all the backstory beyond everything. Mm-hmm. So maybe she feels it the entire time. That's why when he left for the 4 hours, she's probably saying, this is just another notch on me not knowing if this is the right fit for both of us. For us to be in a relationship because of the baby, because it feels more like it's because of the baby, and then she doesn't like that.
It feels like an obligation.
Yeah, she doesn't like that feeling.
I don't want that either. So if that's that's how she feels, I get it.
Get it. All right, let's move on to the next couple.
All
right. So now we're gonna go to the second couple, which is the interracial couple. All right. The names are
Victor and Maria. So Victor and Maria again. It's a good looking bunch, y'all. So they look amazing. I think they said they have like a couples channel that they do. So they're on social media doing their couples content. And
I believe they've been together for 7 years.
They've been together for 7 years. So her issue is she's the one that kind of wanted him to come here.
To therapy.
Yeah. And she wants a ring. So that's their issue, is that she wants to get married and he does not. And when I say he does not want to get married. He doesn't see a reason to get married. Marriage is unimportant. Are you holding back love because you don't want to get married? What's the purpose? What's the reason? Why are we here?
Yeah, so like that. It seems like she's a little mad herself. I don't know what's going on here.
After 7 years, yeah, I would want you to want to get married.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact is that we dated for 7 years.
Yeah.
Before we actually got married.
Yeah.
Okay. We did have our first child before we got married, and then after that, I gave her a promise ring on the day that I gave her engagement ring, which was a ploy. I basically just tricked her. Because I said, it's 7 years, baby, you know, I'm going to give you, in front of all the family and everything, I'm going to give you like a promise ring, you know, in front of everybody. And then I flipped it on her because she always be finding out stuff. I was like, flipped it on her, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, but you don't know that 10 minutes afterwards, I came and did the real proposal.
That was dope.
I went down on my knees and because it threw her off because she was like,
promise ring. We too grown. Let's talk about this promise ring, y'all, because we too grown for promise rings, right? So she said he gave her, I'm probably jumping around a little bit here, but she said he gave her 2 promise rings. He said he did not give her a promise ring. And he's saying, oh, he probably didn't give her a promise ring. But I'm saying, if you give me a ring and it's not a ring and you said, babe, here's a ring. I promise to love you. I promise I'm never going to leave you. I promise that, you know, I'm going to be here. That's a promise ring, baby.
He probably in his mind is saying, it wasn't specifically, but
if you start promising stuff, it's a promise ring, just so you know. So if you give it, and we too grown for promise rings. And she said he gave her 2 rings. So what's the purpose of giving her 2 rings on her birthday?
2
rings on her birthday, and then now you say you don't want to get married at all. So she's like, so you lied to me? Is this a ploy? He said he just wanted to make her happy. So he just saying, I gave you the ring just because I don't really see the purpose of ever getting married. So she's hurt, y'all. So she got up, she was crying, you know, she had to leave for a little bit, and it didn't move him because he really does not see the purpose of getting married. I guess his
whole thing was, and this is a lot of guys go through the same scenario in their minds when they're dating a girl for a very long time and they don't want to leave the girl. They want to basically have their cake and eat it too, basically. So the whole concept in our minds is, hey, what's the big difference? We're doing the same exact thing that married couples are doing. We're living together, we're having kids, we're doing all this stuff. Feels like the same thing to us.
Yeah.
I fell in that same category too.
Until you got married and you said it wasn't the same.
Oh my goodness.
You said it felt different. I could
not believe the difference in this. But before we get into that, let's talk about the last part that happened where she came back and then she actually had a secret to tell him as well.
Yeah, but even before we get to that part, the thing about getting married and why it's important, not as important to the guys as it is to the girl. I was saying this to him earlier when we were watching. I'm like, it's such a feeling of inadequacy. It's not, it's yes, it's about the ring, but it's like, we've been together for 7 years. It's like, why don't you want to get married to me? Don't you ever want to get married to me? And so it starts to kind of make you feel inadequate, and it makes you feel unsure about yourself. It makes you feel unsure about your entire relationship. We just want to know that there is a chance that you want to marry us at some point. But if you're going to say you're never getting married because you don't see the reason, that means you don't look at me as a wife. And if you don't see a wife in me, what are we doing? Promise ring is for 3rd graders. Like, what are we doing? A promise to do what? Like, what?
Literally, you remember the therapist was looking at him like,
what do you mean promise ring?
Promise to do what?
Yeah,
she's just confused.
Because like you get engaged and then you get married. We're too grown for promise rings.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, and the thing about Victor, he is not family oriented, and she is. So she's Nigerian, and Nigerian they're very family oriented. So he doesn't care about her family.
He literally said, "Hey, I'm not really into the family thing."
The family thing, he doesn't. And the therapist was like, "The family thing, that's her family," but he doesn't care for it. He just wants her. The mom.
That's not how it works sometimes.
The mom. He overheard the mom saying, I don't know why you want to be with a man that's never going to marry you. So he feels like the family doesn't care for him that much, but he doesn't care.
However, gentlemen, men, if you marry a girl, you're marrying the entire family, basically. You got to be able to at least tolerate what's going on. Even if you don't have to live with these people, come on now. But you got to show respect, you got to show honor You know what I mean? Show that you care about the family in some instances, and
at least try to make it work.
Give it an effort, because there's plenty of occasions where the family's not gonna like the guy or not gonna like the girl or
whatever, but you're gonna have to try. And then the thing about him with Victor is, he said in the beginning of the conversation, she's the best person he's ever met. And he says, and I've met a lot of people. That says a lot. So if she's the best person you ever met, you want to lose the best person you've ever met. Don't you want to keep her? Don't you want her to be with you in your space for the rest of your life? If you want to lose somebody like that, you say she's a great person, she's a good person, all of this good stuff. So then we go into the issue.
Then she leaves, she comes back.
And
then she drops the bomb on him, because
I dropped the bomb on you, baby.
So, so I'm gonna say, like, she comes back, she says, hey, I've been giving my family money,
because it was supposed to be for a car.
It was supposed to be for a car.
So he thought it was for a car.
Because the mom apparently gave her money to buy a car, and then she was like paying her mom back. The money every month or whatever it is. But
she
said, hey, I paid it off a long time ago.
And
I was just sending the money just to send my mom money. And this was news to him. This was happening in real time.
He's like, you still sending your mom money because what? You finished paying off the car, so you're just sending the money to send. When were you going to tell me this? Guess what, Victor? She doesn't have to tell you. You know why? Because y'all are not married. So she's not required to tell you anything.
I thought I was the only one that thought that. When the house, like, wait a minute, but she ain't got to tell you everything because she's not even married.
This is what happens when you're not married. There are certain things she's not required to tell you. She can if she wants to, but she's not required, because remember, y'all don't file jointly. She could do what she wants. You could do what you want, because marriage is not important. So whatever she does with her money.
Or maybe he's gonna look at it now like, oh, that's why I didn't get married to her, because see, she keeping secrets. I knew something was wrong.
Oh, he was hot though. He was mad. He was livid.
On the way back to the car, he literally didn't want to open the door for her.
He opened the door and she said, "What's for me?" He pushed her. He kind of nudged her out the way, and she's walking behind him and she's saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." So it's like all of her feelings went out the window because she told the truth and said, hey, I've been giving my parents money this whole time. I don't know if it's something that she 100% wants to do, but she just feels like she's bounded to the Nigerian ways.
Yes.
And, they
think very highly of their
you have parents. To take care of your parents. You have to send them money. So,
but she's got to explain, if she wants to be a wife as well, she got to explain that stuff to him that, hey, my family is like, this is what our culture looks like. And of course, I believe the therapist
they're not there yet.
The therapist at some point did say that. She said, hey, you guys have totally different type of upbringing and background and everything. So this is where the conflicts are coming in.
That's
you
culture.
Guys got to sit and talk about your culture and what you expect.
But how can you get to culture if you don't want to get married? And like he is so gung-ho and saying, no, I don't want that. Tell me why that's important. Are you holding back love from me? So it's like she can't get past that because she's like, the way he says it, it's like, marriage is never happening in this lifetime.
Yeah, he kind of sounds like he's never going to do it.
So let's see where they go.
Let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to see them sit down again. But in the meantime, we kind of told you guys what we thought in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it as it is and move forward, all right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the third and final couple. Let's do it. All right, so our final couple we're going to talk about now is...
Mike and Yasmin.
Mike and Yasmin. Interesting couple.
And baby, they got money issues.
Still kind of interracial too, right?
Yeah.
She's like Spanish. She looks like he's just
I don't
black.
know if she's Spanish though, but yeah, she looks, I don't know. Maybe white, I don't know. Biracial, I don't know.
I think she's Spanish.
She's Spanish? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know.
All right, so...
She ain't black. So they got major money issues. Yo, it's like I'm trying to wrap my brain around this whole conversation. This one, to me, has been the most interesting one because of everything that transpired. So first of all, Yasmin makes more money than him, like substantially more money than him. He works at the bank. She's a teacher. Mm-hmm. And
first up, what teacher makes almost 3 times 2 times the amount of money that he makes.
I don't know.
And he's some kind of...
In the UK, I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know, but like...
Does teachers get more money in UK? What's going on?
Yeah, no, tell me.
What she's teaching, what do you call it, an astronaut?
I don't know, but she makes more money than him. And he kind of feels a way about it because...
Which is understandable to me. Because, as men, this is how we grow up. Same thing with his culture. I think I'm not sure if he's Nigerian.
He's Nigerian as well.
He's Nigerian as well. Same thing with his culture. Hey, the man is supposed to bring the bacon home, make sure that he's supporting the family, paying most of at least not, even if not all the bills, most of the bills or a heavy portion of percentage of the bills. So this is very normal. But not only in like Nigeria, this is normal in Western cultures.
I think overall it's more important to, the average guy really. But in this day and time that we're living in, y'all got to get over that. Like, really, it's like something that
weird though.
We have women making a lot of money. Like, so that's something that's not like back in the day with our parents, where it was, it was the like you said, the dad brings in the bacon, the mom stays home and cooks, and yada yada yada.
It can be annoying though. It can be a little.
I can see how you could feel some type of way, but here's the problem for me with him, because he'll feel some type of way, but then he goes and do some things that are polar opposite to that. So he has a loan, and apparently he has some type of a debt that is like maybe $12,000, because she thought it was $6,000 and he said it's double that, so that's about $12,000. And so he has had that debt, and he's had it for a while. And I never understand the couples that they don't merge things together.
That's the weirdest thing,
because it always seems, just hearing them talk, it's like he has that thing and I have that thing. I'm like, oh no, they're not married, they're engaged.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
They're engaged.
Pause.
Run it back.
So that's understandable, seeing that they are engaged. I thought they were married at first.
I got that too. Then.
Yeah, I thought they were married
at
first.
They're just engaged. I get it.
So the thing that she does, she pays most of the rent, and apparently she pays most of the bills. Right? She buys groceries. She buys stuff. But after she buys grocery, he goes to the store. Okay, and he buys his own organic stuff. So they eat in the food with all the pesticides, and he's eating organic.
Okay. I don't know.
Because he buys organic for just him.
But you're right.
Pesticide, organic.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a natural or pesticide.
Yeah. So that's the thing that is very weird for me. I guess he has this whole thing with this cologne thing where
I don't know what's going on, because apparently it's not just that. It's not just him doing the organic food and everything else. It seems like he's spending money on weird, frivolous things as well. At one point she was saying, hey, you seem like you're every week you're getting 5 or 6 packages or 7 packages that has like colognes or has like different things. I'm like, you getting Amazon packages,
but you barely paying the bills already.
Use that money to help pay more bills or to step it up a little bit. It's kind of weird.
It gets worse, y'all.
What?
It gets worse.
What?
When he dress up and go to the work, not work.
Bro, that one was I was like, because okay, so
set it up.
All right, so she, they're talking, they're going down the rabbit hole. He decides that he wants to be completely transparent, which I respect. You gotta respect it, right? He says to her, bro, he said, listen, whenever you leave for work, I'll make sure that we leave about the same time.
So I'm dressed, I'm suited and booted.
I got my all 16 colognes on at the same time. I jump in my car. I double back. You know what I mean? I spin that baby around. I'm doubling back. I double back. Yo, I'll head back to the crib. I'll go back to the crib, right? And you're just chilling all day. Guess what? He lost his job some time ago.
He said I got redundant.
Yes. He lost his job some time ago. I never told her. He's literally telling her on the Yo, I tell you, this one kind of like blew my mind. You could tell she was completely surprised and blindsided.
Yo.
She was like, what are you saying to me? You're saying that you're not even working. Where are you even buying the colognes from then?
And why? And what are you doing all day? Yo, that's a lot to unpack. Hear me out. There should be no marriage. They're engaged right now. Call it off. If you have a date set, call it off.
It's bad, bro. It's bad.
I need a red flag here, a huge one. That's the hugest red flag ever. Because if y'all are just engaged and he is, you know what it takes to dress up in the morning and pretend and drive out and double back every day? You know what kind of lies that? You know how deep them lie they run?
You know when the Jamaican comes out, it's a rap. It's a rap, bro.
Yo, that's some deep lies like that. You cannot be trusted.
Them boy, they're wicked.
Yeah, that wicked, yo. You cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted.
Because listen, I get how you feel, but this is the woman that I think don't they have a kid together?
Yeah, they have a kid.
Okay, yeah. So I know how you feel about already not having.
And then when you say you come back at the house, are you looking for a job while you come back and you just come back there and just a chill?
Our boy gonna play some games. Our boy gonna watch the game and play some games and then cook some food and chill in his boxes just all day. Just singing Mariah Carey karaoke, bro. All day, bro.
That's wild.
And we're like, whoa, that's a big cliffhanger, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can see her face has changed. Like, what is happening right now?
It's like, if it's over a period of time, like, I don't imagine that all of this happened at once because you didn't even tell her the truth about the amount of debt that it was. And then now, did you lose a job? Because they didn't state, maybe in the next episode. How long ago did you lose a job? Did you just lose a job? Was it right? How long have you not been working? What have you been doing? Taking out credit cards to help with your 30%? Where have you been getting money to buy your organic food?
That's true.
Like, where is this other money coming from?
Yeah. Where you get that money from? Maybe he, is doing the credit card thing, or maybe...
I don't know. We're just making assumptions because they never said.
All right, so let's talk about what we think about that so far in this first episode. Because with this couple, I basically feel like as though they're on a really rocky road right now. I mean, probably worse than the other two, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Because him revealing that in front of the cameras on Netflix live, millions of people are going to watch this and they're going to have their opinion on it. But him and even his family and her family probably saying, oh, I told you.
You already taking care of this dude. I feel like because it's an engagement, I just feel like she should just cut ties. Like me personally, she has a baby, so that may be, why she would think about it. But he could be the child's father. He could do what he needs to do. That's just my opinion, because I just think you're gonna put yourself through a lot of heartache in the long run.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we can never really, tell what's going on, when they have their quiet time and how much they love each other, how much they care.
I don't care.
The thing is, though, those lies
are so huge.
Yeah. And to me, I feel as though he has more.
Wait, there's more. I feel like he does. I feel
like he has more, but he just like, all right, let me try to spoon feed her little by little, and then do it in front of the camera so that whatever she gets mad about, she has to deal with it in front of the camera. So he thinks he's probably gonna get a smaller sentence in his mind. I mean, I'm telling you, it looks like he's got a weird way of thinking. But to be honest, we don't even know. But what we've seen so far with just these three couples, how many couples is going to be total?
I think 7.
I think 7 couples. Okay, the 3 couples so far, dynamite. I love the whole sitting down therapy thing, and we get to see what it looks like to have a therapy session with couples, and I think that's genius. Yeah, we love it. All right, so we're gonna be talking a lot more about it.
Y'all should tune in.
Yeah, definitely tune in. Definitely tune in and make sure that you watch that, and we'll check back with you guys with episode 2, and just tell us what you think in the comments, man.
Come on, leave those comments and tell us what you think. Are you watching? And tell us exactly what you think. No spoilers except for the first episode.
Yeah, no spoilers in this one. And just keep in mind that if this is your first time watching us as well, just make sure you like.
Thank you.
You like, subscribe. Smash the notification button.
Leave your comments.
Let's do this thing, man. We're going to talk about this, bro.
Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's do this. Let's watch this together, because this is
And of course, we're going to always try to give the woman perspective of this and the man perspective of this. And so we're going to talk about it a lot, okay?
Yeah.
So as the season goes along. But so far, so good. It's a brilliant season so far.
Yeah. Episode, not season. Brilliant episode so far. Yeah.
So again, my name is Rick.
And this is Deb.
And love is what we
make.
And marriage is what we
do.
And coffee is what we
drink.
So until next time, next episode, let's get it.